Do you want to learn how to set up PowerForms in DocuSign? Just stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, it's Sofian here. I'm a digital signature and workflow automation consultant. And today I'm going to talk to you about PowerForms. So first, what is a PowerForm? PowerForm is a DocuSign template that has a unique URL that your recipients can access to send you an envelope themselves. An example of a use case for PowerForm will be an application form for a loan, for example. If you're a mortgage broker, you may want to make the PowerForm available on your website so that your customers can fill out the application form without you sending them the DocuSign envelope. All right, now let's jump in the computer and I'll show you how to set one up. To create a PowerForm, you need two things. First, a Business Pro or above subscription with DocuSign. And the second thing is a template. So if you haven't created a template before, I would invite you to go and check my how to create a template tutorial first before you finish with the rest of this video. And I'm going to assume that you know how to create a template. The first thing you need to make sure you do is that the first recipient's contact details must be left blank. Because you don't know who they are yet, you can't include a name and email in the first placeholder here. So in the example of this lesson, I'm going to be using a car rental application form. Let's just say we work for ABC Rental and we want this form to be available on our website so that customers can make a booking without us needing to send them anything. So it's just a normal form. We just want their details, upload their license, select what car they want, and sign as well. So I've already built all the fields and everything is set up. But what I want to make sure is that my first recipient's name and emails are left blank. And if in your example you're not sure about the number of people who are going to be filling out the form, for example, if it's a loan application that you're creating, it could be a couple or sometimes it's just a single application, you can just add an extra recipient and that recipient will not be required, which means if the first recipient who is triggering the sending process of this PowerForm doesn't enter the details of that second recipient will just be skipped. So in our example, let's just say that could be the second driver of the car. We can just call that recipient client 2. We can give them a signing order in position 1 so that they'll be asked to sign at just after or at the same time of client 1. And then we can just save and close. Once you've done that, just click on the drop down and click on create a PowerForm. Here you can customize the email subject and message the same way you would be able to do in a normal template or envelope, and then you click on create. And once you're here, DocuSign gives you an URL. So that URL can just be copied and pasted into a web browser. So you can just share that link with anyone by email, for example. And so this is what the users of your PowerForm will see when they click on the link. So they'll be asked to enter their name and email, and only the first recipient is required. As you can see, we can skip the second one. So I can just enter my name and my email address and the signing process will start. But I've just realized that I made a mistake. So if you have a look here, I, as the signer, have the ability to change who is going to receive this PowerForm. And most likely you will not want applicants or your customers or whoever is using the PowerForm to do that. So what you need to do to stop your PowerForm users for changing the actual recipient's details is to go back to your template in DocuSign and you're gonna edit. And here you can see that I've got my two recipients. I'm gonna click on more, advanced edit, and I'm gonna click on don't allow senders to edit or delete. And I'm gonna do the same thing for my accounts team. So more, advanced settings, don't allow senders to edit or delete recipients. Now I'm gonna save and close. And now if I refresh the PowerForm, as you can see, I, as the sender, only have the option to fill out my own details and the client number 2's details. So now that I've clicked on begin signing, the owner of the PowerForm has just paid one envelope. So that is something you need to be aware of. And so there you go. So that looks exactly like the normal signing process. And as soon as I'll click on finish, the manager of ABC Rental will receive the notification so that they can fill out their part. And it's exactly the same process as sending a normal envelope from here. One thing that's pretty cool with PowerForms is that you don't necessarily need to add fields for recipients. You can just make the document available and then they can just act on the document the way they want. So let's just go back to our PowerForm. And this time I will add my details to both client 1 and client 2 so that you can see what happens when acting as client 2. And so now I've just accessed the envelope using the second link which was sent to client 2. And as you can see, even though client 2 doesn't have any fields, I can actually drag and drop fields as I want from the left-hand side. And so that can be particularly handy when sometimes you're not sure what the recipient will need to do based on the actual situation. And if you ever need to access the URL of your PowerForm again, you will find it in the template section of your web app. Then click on the name of the template on which the PowerForm has been created. And at the bottom you will find actions. Click on copy URL. And this is the link you can directly copy from here and send to your recipients by email, for example. But if you want to go one step further and embed the PowerForm in your website, you can just click on embed code and copy. And so from your website builder, just add a HTML block and paste the code that you got from DocuSign. And I'll show you exactly what it looks like. You can obviously customize the look of it, but there you go. Customers can now go on my website and click on the customer application form, and they'll be taken straight to the beginning of the signing process of the PowerForm. That's how you convert your template into PowerForms. If you're after some more assistance with DocuSign, whether templates, PowerForms, or integrations, you can use the link in the description of this video to book a free 30-minute call with me so that we can discuss your setup and my consulting options. And I post regular DocuSign and workflow automation content-related videos on here. So if you want to be notified of the next upload, make sure to hit the subscribe button before you leave the channel. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, happy signing!